Let's review briefly. I said that your blue notes were the flatted third, the flat 5, and then I consider the flat 7 a blues note. If you have the flat 7, it's a great note. You go, let's just talk about the root and the flat 7. I'm targeting the root. I can pick both. I can hammer. I can put chromaticism. I can slide. I can bend. But now, flip it. Practice everything in retrograde. That means in reverse. That's going to bring out the A7 sound. Homework assignment. Plot out all of the roots and flat 7s in the key of A. Practice over an A boogie. That was just the roots and the flat 7s in various places. What do you have in between? A natural 7. Now this morning I was just listening, I was getting ready to come down here to the studio. A friend of mine gave me a CD. It's Thelonious Monk and John Coltrane live. And they're playing a blues thing, you know, and it's awesome. Those guys were just monsters. And I'm a big jazz fan. And he's playing sometimes the major 7, even though they got dominant 7s going on. Now that's a cool thing for jazz. But you don't want to linger on it if you're just playing a traditional blues, you know, just a rock heavy kind of blues, Texas blues, something like that. But it's available not as a sustained note, but as a passing tone. Therefore, anytime you have a whole step between your two scale tones, flat 7 to 1 is a candidate. If I went like this, I went, I'm slowly going chromatically, 1 triplet, 2 triplet. Any place where I could do that, I could put a bend. You'd hear Stevie Ray Vaughan doing a lot. Notice how I'm doing it both ways. And when I talked about string bending earlier in the lesson, I just addressed the top 3 strings. If you're on the bass strings, you can pull them, you can push them. I tend to pull. You see what I did there? Here I have another whole step candidate, the 4 and the 5. Now there I went flat 3, 3, up to the 4. You gotta dig in, and especially if it's just first finger down low with heavy strings. Okay, so look at all these options between your different scale degrees.